Boys and girls, the time has come. I'm currently parking up, and by the title you can see exactly what we've done. I got my lovely assistant. Here we go. So this is the car currently, and it's so low. Oh my god. So yeah, we bagged the Focus. It like the rear is basically sitting on the floor. Oh my god, it looks unreal. So I picked this up. I got this kit off a guy called Tom. Tom's basically a new started business. Company's called Bag Performance UK, and I decided to give him a shot. I found a post on Instagram of a course actually that was bagged, and lo and behold, in his bio it said like bagging needs, speak to Tom. Went on his Instagram, asked him a few prices, this, that and the other, and then I basically just did my own research of messaging other people. Eventually found a lot of people, a guy called Aaron on Instagram who has a Focus ST that was bagged, and basically just asking a load of people how it was, and everyone had very good things to say. So I ended up doing it. Picked the car up Wednesday, so I didn't actually have it for a long time, hence no videos, but I'll walk you around everything and let you know what it is. So we've got Tom's kit, Bag Performance UK, bags all the way around, and in the boot, you got to excuse at the moment. There is plans to lift the floor up, make a false floor, put the sub in and everything, but this is the setup at the moment. So obviously we've got the compressor and the wiring back there, the tank, and then a fully digital management. At the moment it just vents inside, but I have got plans to vent that to the like externally, so you do hear it. We can take, there's like these things over here which like make it really quiet, but you can't take them out, but it just makes airing out so loud inside, which I mean you can barely hear it outside, but I'd rather just vent it to the exterior, then you can hear it. But it looks really clean. So currently it's on 3 psi, you can air it out all the way, so it's on 0. If you press the middle button, you got 5 presets. So I got 115 on all bags, which is like lift, 85 which I was just messing around with, 75 is the ride height, and then 0 for 4 and 5 at the moment. I just haven't got any use for them. Start up, it'll go to 3, which you can change. So ignition menu, say every time I start up, like aired out, there you go. So it starts up on setting 5, which is air out. I don't really know what the stall is, not really sure. And then obviously you got all the bag pressures, Bluetooth option, and then the tank pressure, so it's about 165 psi at the moment. But yeah, it's even with the spacers on the front, it sits pretty nicely, to be fair. It starts touching the wheel on the front there, just to be expected, but I did actually buy a set of 15mm spacers. They didn't fit for some reason, off the same company, so I'm probably going to send them back, but it looks so cool. Pictures are taken. We're probably going to go to another spot, but I just thought while we parked it at this angle, you can have a look. It is so low. No room there. Yeah, it looks so good. Ready to go. So we're just about to leave. If I wanted to air up, just unlock it and go to the pressure. Now you can hear the compressor kicking in. Doesn't last for too long. Most downsiding part. Yeah, we'll be on our travels. Right, so while we're on the road, I thought I'd talk about ride quality. What's it like compared to coilovers, or what's it like compared to stock? And well, it's in between. You've got like stock, which is like really squidgy, nice and high, handles all right. You've got coilovers, which is very much like firm, handles really well, and then you got air somewhere in the middle. Now the beauty with air is the lower the bag pressure, the softer it is. With Tom's kit, you've also got 32-way dampening adjustment. You can actually soften it up if you don't want a car that is really bouncy. Like this is still pretty firm and handles most corners pretty well. Can just turn down the adjustment. Now the front's a bit more of a pain because it's on the top mount, and now with the Focus, especially the Mark III, there's no hole on the top, so you'd have to like undo the whole strut, drop the, take the strut out and adjust it, and then put it back in and try it. I'm happy where Tom set it. It's on the firmer side, but like I said, if I'm cruising or something, I can just drop the bag pressure by like 5 or 10 psi, and it'll be a lot softer. So we took it to the same place where we got the tracking done for the coilovers, A-Line in Birmingham. When we got the air suspension installed, it wasn't too far out. The toe was in on the front on both sides, but they just adjusted that, and I think the rear camber was just out, but I think that's just natural camber. There's no adjustment for camber, just the camber arms. So yeah, that wasn't too bad. That's all in now, and it feels really good. Like going around corners, it does stick, but like I said, if you just want to cruise dropped the bag pressure, and it's softer than coilover, so it is actually more enjoyable to drive. But overall, I'm pretty happy with the result. We have made it to location number 2. Funny enough, we had our prom here, but we decided to bring the car here. I don't know if you could tell, but I've given it a clean, and that's why I'm so excited, because I picked this up Wednesday and it was filthy, it was raining, obviously I had work done on it to get the bags installed, and now it's clean, and I'm gonna go take some pictures. Yeah, there we go. I'll run you through the system here. So people who aren't familiar with how air suspension works, it's a pretty simple idea. You got an air tank with a pressure switch on the back, and that basically tells this compressor to kick in or not. So if this is full, this will stop. If this is empty, this will go. There's a water trap here with a little button underneath to get rid of any, you can see there, water getting into the tank and obviously into the bags. And then this is just the management, which makes it a lot easier. So you've obviously got like your front left, your front right, front left, front right, rear right. They might not be exactly like that, but that's the idea. And then your inlet for your management and your exhaust, and that essentially controls how much pressure. It monitors the pressure, it puts it in like to your preset or whatever, and that's pretty much it. All this wire edge back here, that's just a relay to keep checking on this pressure switch, and then obviously when it reaches that switch, that'll turn on and that will go and keep checking with that, blah 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 blah. And then there's just a big red power cable. So all in all, pretty simple. Pop the bonnet so you can see the situation. You can see there's a lot of blue. Here's the power cable. It basically follows the exact same power as the sub, and I've neatened it up so it just follows into there. It looks so clean now. I do need to detail this again, but I don't know if I've shown this, but I got a blue pipe and it looks really nice to match all the other blue vacuum pipes. And also I did have a blue one of these before, but I didn't have one that was resistant to oil. Now I do, and it looks way better. It's actually staying blue. So right, so this obviously is aired out, right? Completely 0 PSI in every single bag. It's on the floor, pretty much. It's resting on the tyre on the front, but I don't really care. I don't want to put any more camber, and it looks fine as it is. I'm going to show you the ride height. So, our controller here, it's just on a magnetic mount. If I put it up to, this is ride height. So as you can see, very similar to how we had it with coilovers. If I drove up like this, nobody would suspect a thing once the compressor shuts up. Everything's all equal. Once again, it was all set up by Tom. He did a great job, but it basically looks like it was on coilovers. There's one more setting, which I've got, which is all the way up, right to the top. You can actually add another 10 PSI in this, but I've just left it at like 115. You can see it's not much higher in the back. It clears a lot of stuff, but more importantly, it's much higher in the front. So like when you're looking at it like this, it pretty much just looks like you're on low-end springs or something like that. It looks really good. And then you can just drop it down back to ride height, like so. Sorted. Right guys, just taking the last few pictures. We're just in this random place. It looks so sweet. Oh my god. But yeah, I just thought I'd take this time to obviously thank you guys for watching the video. If you guys are interested in air suspension, just from my opinion, Tom hasn't sponsored anything, we haven't done any deal or anything, but it's just a genuine, if you are thinking about getting air suspension on your car, definitely consider Bag Performance. Like I said, I think it's just a startup company, and I think he's going to go places. I think this is going to pop off. The quality of the kits so far that I'm seeing is phenomenal. Everything feels good, looks good. Quality of the installs is second to none. Tom does a lot of stuff where he repairs like a lot of other people's installs. You see it all the time in his Instagram, so if you want to go check it out, go check it out. But from my experience, Tom's done a great job. Bag Performance stuff is really good quality, and obviously I'm over the moon with how this thing looks. It's almost unreal. I nearly cried when I saw it the first time. It looks amazing. To anyone that says, oh, air suspension's really bumpy, air suspension this, that and the other, it's not performance suspension. This is not a performance car. It's made to look good, get me to and from work, and make some content for you guys. That's exactly what it's doing. It's slaying it. So yeah, anyway, thank you all for watching. Thank you for taking this time to experience this with me. If you liked it, obviously let me know. If you guys have got any questions about air suspension, I know a lot of people do, like an unknown. People don't really understand it. I'm very new to it. This is my first bagged car ever. I'm able to help, fresh set of eyes sort of thing. If there's any questions you have, I can answer it in a video. But yeah, here we are, my bagged Focus Mark III. Never thought I'd see it.